seriously, like, they got nothing, right? I'm from Northern Ontario. Today is June 30th, 2019. Oh, here we go. Those sudden wind. Did you notice that? I think it's a long climatic story. So, it'll be over in a few minutes. Of course, it would happen while I'm trying to do this. So, so there's nothing up there. I'm from Northern Ontario, right? And it is like, people don't understand how really big this country is. It's actually phenomenally big. Big, 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 big. So, you leave Parry Sound, you go to the Manitoba border. That's the beginning of the Canadian Shield, and it goes all the way to the Canadian. It's really strange. It ends at the near the Manitoba border, and all of it's, the rest of it's Northern Ontario, right? So, like, there's a very few people up there. Maybe wouldn't even be as big as Scarborough. No, I think there's not that many. There's just not that many for humans. So, and there's no agriculture. We have hydro, a little bit of hydro, but the dams are only like this big. Like, they're not very big dams. They're not like Churchill Falls or something. Nothing like that. There's no really major river. The Pick is about the biggest, and that's got a couple hydro dams now. Cagano Power Corporation, owned by the Pick Nations. I don't know what they call them. They change their name every 4 years. It's a sense of humor, right? And it gets the name they pick, the First Nations pick, is more weirder than the freaking name they had. First they had Ashnabeck. I got used to that. And now it's Wash. Anyways, Pick River First Nation guys. They're good guys, right? So, anyways, there's nothing up there. Maybe a power corporation, hydro. We got gold mines, but you can't eat gold, right? I mean, once the gold is gone, then the mines are gone, the town is gone. It's just, once the mines are depleted, the towns might as well be dead. And there's no agriculture, because the glaciers scraped everything off and pushed everything down to Wisconsin. And the Americans stole our fucking soil again. Sure, right. Anyways, Americans get upset. I say, you give us our soil back, you know? Anyways, like, it's this much friggin' soil. Seriously. 10,000 years, and that's how much it makes. And it's subarctic because of the nearness of Hudson's Bay. So there's, unless you fur trap, and all the PETA and stuff are all anti-trapping fur and all, God. So we got no farms to begin with. Like, you can't farm soil that thin. You could probably have goat herds or something. And that's what I thought of, was a goat herd. But still, nothing. And as it goes on, I moved out to Alberta for about 5 or 6 years, almost a decade, in fact. They have everything. They have flat land. They have soil so thick. I mean, it comes depth, size of meat, the height of meat, about 3 or 4 feet of loam at Fort Saskatchewan. They got farms. They got agriculture. They got warm weather. They got oil. They got a coal seam thicker than my foot throughout the entire province. Thicker than this. Seriously. Entire coal seam. Really good bituminous too. Which is higher quality coal than your regular brown coal. You know, it's black coal. So the Genesee Power Project is based on that entire coal seam. And it goes underneath Edmonton. When I lived in Edmonton, I went down and you go along the river valley and there's the coal seam. So they got friggin' energy all over the place. They got oil sands. And they got everything. And they've had 2 or 3 prime ministers, right? Harper, Clark. And they complain about nobody listens to them. They say we got nothing. The government doesn't have to give you anything. You got everything. Holy shit. These people don't know what it's like. If you're going to complain in this country, you should be from Northern Ontario because nobody listens to you. Nobody. On the Nipigon River, the province of Ontario built this big fancy bridge. They could have built a regular bridge, faster, cheaper, just an established, just to even rebuild the old one. Faster, cheaper, and they could have added another 20 miles of freaking divided highway down there. They could probably build it all the way to Sudbury. No. Can't do that. Nobody listens to them. When the opposition parties in Ontario are in minority, usually it's the Northern Ontario guys that support them. Then when they get into power, all of a sudden, they forget all their promises to Northern Ontario. All of them. When the Harris government got in, they didn't even give the M&R enough gas to do their freaking patrol, their freaking nature patrols. Had I known that, I would have done a lot more poaching, let me tell you. Holy fuck. Jeez. But then the Albertans complain. It's just amazing. They don't realize that a lot of people that live in other parts of Canada have a lot less than they do. Now, if they got a problem with not doing anything, it's basically their problem, isn't it? I mean, they have wealth, they got agriculture, they got mountains, they got these beautiful vistas, they got people wanting to live there. I mean, when was the last time you ever heard of a person going to Thunder Bay? Huh? Or Sault Ste. Marie? Both nice little cities. No. The Alberta people complain. It really floors me. It really does. I mean, they say, oh, we're not listening. You should be from Northern Ontario. If you don't think anybody's not listening to you, if you're from Northern Ontario, duh, they're so lucky.